Hi guys, Brenda Hillard here. Happy New Year. So excited for the new catalog, the new year, new product. So I just want to share with you, and I've shared in previous videos too, but it never hurts because if this is your first time joining me, you may not know this, but we have a new catalog coming January 4th. And the other thing that starts January, oh, I can't reach it. My arms are kind of short today. Is another celebration, January 4th. So that means for every $50 in product that you purchase, you earn a free stamp set, paper, anything really out of this catalog. And I cannot open these yet, not until January 4th. So if you have received your catalogs, great. If you've shopped with me in the last year, you should have received yours in the mail. If you haven't, please reach out. I've got my links below that you can contact me. And then if you don't have a current demonstrator and you would like the catalogs, request the catalog link below, fill out the form, and I will mail out complimentary copies of both of these, okay? All right, so January 4th is when it all starts. So the other thing I want to point out is my new January host code up here. This month, when you order $75 in product, not only do you get to pick a free gift from the celebration brochure, but you will also receive, I will mail out a make and take packet, meaning there's going to be new products in there for you to join me for a free virtual class using some of the new products, and I will send you all the parts and pieces you need to follow along with me. So check that out. It's a first time offering. I'm pretty excited about it. And then my Facebook Create with Brenda Crafters page, using the hashtag January 22, 3 lucky winners at the end of the month of January. If you post your projects using that hashtag, you go into a drawing each time you post a project, and I'm going to be giving away 3 of the Wintery 3D embossing folders. Being we are officially into winter, I wanted to share those with you. So let's get started with today's project. Today I'm going to show you a really fun card that uses a lot of the products from one of the new collections, the new suites in the catalog. It is called the Sweet Talk. Let me make sure that I'm telling you the right name. It's so hard when we get new catalogs to remember the names of everything. And here it is. But I'm pretty sure that I've got this correct. It is the Sweet Talk suite of products. So here is a look at the designer series papers in that collection. Aren't they sweet? Haha, right? So the thing I love about this is they're not just Valentine's. We've got a really good mix of things that we can use for baby cards, we can use for wedding cards, and just plain have a great day cards. So look at all the colors that coordinate with the paper. I love that. And the card I have for you, or that we're going to make today, looks like this. How fun, right? So is what I have, or the pieces that I have are, let's start with the products. I'm going to use the Happy, and this is, I think, one of my favorite sentiment sets out of this new catalog, called Happy and Heartfelt. I love, love, love the font. I love the sayings. And like I said, it's a really good mix for weddings. Look at it. It's got Happy Dad Day, Happy Mom Day, celebrations, I love you, kind of thinking of you no matter what You Matter to Me. I just love this set. So that's the one in there. Then I'm going to use this Sweet Conversations bundle. And don't let this scare you because I've been creating a lot with this set. But it comes with a set of dies, which you can see that I don't have organized yet. But look at, there's a little envelope die in there. There's the cutest tag die. And there's a whole bunch of heart dies. And I love that because you'll see for this card that I was able to cut out a bunch of these, but yet it gave me all kinds of hearts to create my projects. The stamp set itself is really fun in that it's got all the different conversation hearts with little sentiments in them, a big X and O, a couple little sentiments here, and I really love this happy to have you in my life sentiment. So there's the Sweet Conversations bundle. And then this embossing folder is part of that suite too. This is the gingham embossing folder. And as you can see, I've used it on the background of my card here. That's in that collection as well. And what else do I have? There's a new embellishment called the Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. You can see this is a great value. There's 200 gems, and you can see this is my second pack. So I'm wheeling through these like crazy. So there's that. And what else do I have? I showed you the DSP. Oh, and this ribbon is the 3/8 inch Gorgeous Grape sheer ribbon. And I thought that this coordinated really nice with this card. Now, this card I designed for a demonstrator swap. So, but I wanted to share it with you as well. So let's get started. I have a card base that measures 5.5 by 8.5. Scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to crease this, match up my edges, go to my score line, and with my bone folder, I'm just going to give that a good crease, okay? All right, set that off to the side. Next, I have a piece of Highland Heather cardstock that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to run that through my Stamp and Cut and Emboss. Now, if you haven't seen my prior videos, I'm loving this. It's like a rubberized shelf liner to put underneath my Stamp and Cut and Emboss. And then when I crank it through, I have no issues with it slipping or sliding. So let's bring this in. So I have platform number 1. I've got my gingham embossing folder. Put that on. And then I have platform 4. And that is not the right combination for the gingham folder. Sorry, let me get the right combination for us. So what I want is the platform 1, and I want one of my cutting plates. You can see my cutting plates are well loved. And when you put your embossing folder in, you know that you don't want to put your cardstock all the way up to the hinge or to the fold. So line it up in there. And your hinge edge always goes into the machine first. And now I'm going to put my cutting plate number 3 on. And this, my friends, is the correct combination of plates. So, and you can tell because there was a It was a tight fit, but it wasn't so tight that you never want to force anything through your die cutting machine. If it doesn't roll through fairly easily, stop, because you'll end up breaking the rollers inside of your machine. Okay, so let's go back to our nice view here now that we're done with the die cutting machine. So here, and I think you can see this, is our gingham checked background. I love this. Love, love, love. All right, so next you're going to need a piece of basic white that measures 3.5 by 4.25. And is what I'm going to do is I want to bring in my silicone mat, because I'm going to be working with glue and I want to keep my work surface clean here. But I'm going to take my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I need 3 strips of designer series paper. Now, if you choose, you could use all the same pattern paper. I wanted to use 3 different patterns, and they measure 1 inch by 4 inch. So you'll need 3 pieces. And as how I did this is I started out by adding my glue. Uh-oh, this one's kind of plugged up a little bit. Like I said, I did these for a swap, and so there were a few of them. And now I have glue stuck to me already. Let's see if my other bottle is free flowing, just to save us some time. This one's almost empty, but there it goes. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to put this down so that my 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch match up, okay? And that's why I like using liquid glue for this, because then I can have just a moment to reposition if I need to. Yeah, this one's just about done. Now I'm going to take this one and go to this edge so that it's 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. And the reason I did the 2 outsides is because now when I apply glue to my centerpiece, or center strip here, I should say, you guys, sorry about my glue situation here. I can position that and center it with the 2 of them so that these spaces are as equal as I can get them, okay? So here's our little piece. All right, I'm gonna put the cap on, so hopefully I have some glue here the next time for my next recording. And now I'm gonna bring in that gorgeous grape ribbon, and I'm gonna tie a little bow here. And don't worry if you don't get your bow on the side, because you know that little trick that you can move it if you need to. But I just want to tie a cute little bow here, and this ribbon makes it super easy to make crisp, nice bows. See how it just like popped up there? I just love that. So I'm going to bring in my ribbon shears, and I just want to trim these at a diagonal. All right. Gosh, you guys, I am shedding like a dog. Every time I look, I've got a piece of hair. So now the trick I was telling you about is if you curve this, that gives you a little room to kind of move that bow wherever you want it to be on your card. So I love that, love it. Then I took a 1/2 inch scrap of basic white. Let me find my little scrap piece here for us. And using the sentiment from the happy and heartfelt sentiments that I showed you in the beginning, I just took my Real Red ink pad and I stamped on here. I'm going to use Yay for Love, which I thought was great because you could use it for a wedding card too. But I just, oops, I got that one a little crooked. Let's try again. One more time. Third time's a charm, right? There. Love it. All right. So that's really all the stamping I'm going to do on this until I decide, am I going to use it for, whoops, that was my ribbon scissors. Am I going to use it for a wedding or am I going to use it for Valentine's Day? I don't know which yet, but so you saw that I cut this off at an angle, and I'm going to cut this one at an angle as well. So I have this piece now that looks like this. Let's get our dimensionals and our Take Your Pick tool, and I'm just going to pick these up, put those on my little banner here, and I'm going to set that right here. I want to be able to see the ribbon over the top of my sentiment. Okay? All right. Then next, I did some die cutting with those hearts like I showed you in the bundle. So I have this one in Blushing Bride, and I have this one in Highland Heather, and another little one in Real Red. So is what I did, because I have this popped up on a dimensional, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on the back of this one because I want it to be up higher than our banner. That'll make sense here in just a minute. So I'm going to put this right in here and set it down. And now do you see how it's up on 2 dimensionals, but yet it's in the same plane as my card? I hope that makes sense. But now I'm going to take my glue again, and hopefully it'll cooperate for us this time, but I'm just going to put a little oh, it's not going to. Oh, there it goes. I'm just going to put a little dot right here on my Blushing Bride heart, and then with the putty end of my Take Your Pick tool, I'm going to pick up one of my little red hearts and I'm going to put it right there. And then I want a mini dimensional. Can you ever have too many dimensionals? That's what I want to know. I don't think so. So I'm going to put one on my little Highland Heather heart. And then I'm going to just put that down right here to kind of fill that in just a bit. And then last but not least, we need some sparkle, right? So I chose this medium-sized iridescent rhinestone. Put that on like that. All right. So let's take our gingham embossed piece here, and I'm going to add some liquid glue to this just because it's so textured. The liquid glue actually it adheres better with the glue. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble here, guys, with my glue, but I am. I'm going to just take a pin and push that in, and hopefully that'll open that up a little bit for me. Let's see how that works. I'm going to do it off to the side here on my silicone mat because I don't want to end up with a big blob of glue on my card. There we go. So now I think this is going to work like it's, maybe not. I don't know. This one's being really difficult. Or I'm being a wimp. Let's try the other one here. There, that's what we wanted. But as you can see, this is my one that's almost ready for the trash. I always like to get that very last drop, kind of like the ketchup bottle, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do is take our card base, and I'm just going to center this on there. Good. Now I'm going to take my little pile of glue here and move it, because you know what I'll do otherwise. All right, bringing this back in, I'm going to add some full-size dimensionals to the back of that. Wonder if it's kind of cold in my crafting room, if that glue is just thick from being cold. I don't know. Something's not right with it, because normally you don't have that kind of trouble. It's been really, really snowy here in north central Minnesota. All right, I'm going to turn this at an angle on my embossed piece. Just kind of secure everything down. And there's our card. How cute is that? And you know, remember me telling you how we had so many extra hearts because you can cut a lot out at the same time. So is what I wanted to do was use up some of my die pieces that I have here. So I have one of each color. And in this one, you can see I just did the Blushing Bride down here, but maybe I'll add a couple more. I don't know. Let's see how this one looks. Once we, I don't even want to deal with glue right now, but I'm gonna, all right, I'm just gonna do a dot. Do one here. Gosh, you guys, I don't know what's up with my glue, but I got issues here. All right, I'm just gonna put this back on. These little glue bottles, you can buy them off from Amazon. They work really slick. All right, for like those tiny dots that you want. So I'm gonna put a red one, Highland Heather, and a Blushing Bride. Cute. That just kind of brings in the three colors from the front of our card. And then on the envelope, I can do, I'm going to do just one red heart on the flap. That's what I did with my swap cards too. I'm excited for those girls to get theirs. All right, so I'm going to bring in my red heart. And voila. How cute is that? I'd love to get this envelope in the mail with that little red heart. Like, who loves me that much to send me a beautiful card, right? So there it is. This is the Sweet Talk collection that's coming January 4th. Thanks, guys. And until next time, bye-bye.